Let's look at how the pricing sheet works. This is the main worksheet where you price up the job by entering dimensions and quantities where required. I've brought in some modules that are required for a job I am pricing. The pricing sheet is laid out so every item of plant, material and labour is on its own row. Every row has an icon which is clickable and often helpful 3D graphics that give a visual explanation of every item and what information is required. The blue questions mark icons open static 3D images, and the red ones open images within which you can enter information or select options. For example, this blue question mark icon opens an image of the arch formers. This red question mark icon opens an image where you can enter the information required. In this example, the cement for making good, where you can change the type of cement here, and the sand-cement mix ratio here. At the top of this sheet is the key to the coloured cells. The red cells are the most important and where you enter the dimensions. The blue cells require your judgment. The yellow cells are filled in with default values and selections, but can be checked and changed. The green cells are unit prices brought in from the program's central library, which I will take you through later. And the white cells are all the calculations that EasyPrice Pro produces automatically. I'll now hide this header so that it's out of the way. Also notice that this sheet is laid out in columns. This column has descriptions of items for each module. These descriptions specify whether the item is plant, material or labour. It also shows the category of the material or plant and then the actual item description which is brought in from the central library. These items can be edited and more can be added in the library. Click on a drop-down and then on this magnifying glass for a larger view of it. This column has the unit prices which are also brought in from your central library that can be edited. You can see how the central library works and where the prices come from in that movie section. If you want to view this now, click on the drop-down list at the top and then on Central Library. Then come back to continue this part of the movie. This column shows the quantities for each item of the job. The vast majority of these are calculated for you once you have filled in the red boxes. And this column has the unit types. For example, linear metres, tonnes, sheets, days, and so on. Also, for each item there are the plant costs, material costs, hours, labour costs, and totals. The trades column allows you to choose which tradesperson you will use for each item. You may be happy with the programme's default selections, but they can be changed if you wish, for this particular job, or in your master copy, ready for every job you price. The hourly rates of the tradespeople are all stored in the Central Library Labour section. The Work section column is to specify what category you want this item to be under in the breakdowns and reports that the programme creates. For example, in the breakdown of cost report, any rows in the pricing sheet that have first fixed carpentry selected in the Work section column, the cost for plant, material, labour, hours and PC sums are displayed along here with the totals. You can click these info buttons for explanations of the columns. You can also hide this header by ticking this box, and hide the info buttons, which I will do to give us more screen space. These buttons allow you to view alphabetically and choose from the different modules available in the programme. Click on a button for the list of modules that begin with that letter. Or you can click this button to view the entire list of modules and search for them. You can then click on a module in the list to bring it into this pricing sheet, ready to enter the information. You can bring in as many modules as you require into the pricing sheet to work on. If you want to later check or edit one, to save scrolling down the sheet, use this button to find and jump to the relevant modules you have brought in. The list is displayed in alphabetical order. This is also a good way to double check you have brought in the modules you require.